Sorry that I don't talk much about what happens to me realistically, because if anything, I'm not super relatable in terms of what happens to me realistically, because I don't really have much to say in the realistic term. I've already said a lot in the terms of what you've already known about a lot that I've talked about, like, realistically. Otherwise, I don't really have any interesting stories to explain. So that's why I talk about games a lot, is basically because I don't really have a lot to talk about in terms of what goes on realistically. The only thing I would just talk about realistically is us prepping up for what will end up happening in, I don't know how near the future, but not knowing if I would say it publicly, if anything. If so, that's all I have. That's why I don't talk much about realistic stuff. Don't remember if this is a chest or not. It's not. I always forget that it's not a chest. I talk a lot about games because I don't have any real things to talk about, like because I don't watch the news, I don't watch sports or any of the sort. Finding Tales, I actually didn't know that was the task. I don't like you. I have already beaten you. I don't want to battle you again. Like, I love the theme, I guess, but it's not what I care about. I like gameplay. Because even Charlie Conroy has usual things to talk about, but I have nothing. I don't have anything interesting to talk about, since all I have done is just writing. Like, all I've done in the recent deals is I've written, I also, like, anything about work, anything about realistic stuff in terms of travel. Haven't traveled in a while. I usually cut things because I've already shown these things off. And also, I'm pretty sure that after I see Tails here, this is gonna lead to something.
Hey, almost done here. Can you take our friend and find a couple more parts?
Yeah.
Can do.
There's gonna be a lot of Chaos Emeralds. Also, wait, I think I know what happens here.
Yay!
Miles Prower, you have known Sonic most of your life.
Yeah, and?
Your imprisonment within cyberspace. The defeat of the Ancient's Titans. Do you trust how he is handling it? With your life?
Of course. I'll admit he isn't perfect, but Sonic has overcome impossible odds over and over again. I know he'll save us all.
So you're saying you have faith in him?
It's not a matter of faith. I've got a lifetime of data to back up my observations.
Your loyalty is founded on empirical data. I can appreciate that. The feelings he inspires in you and the others, is that a facet of being alive? And yet all your love and loyalty will amount to nothing. It cannot be prevented.
What are you talking about?
Perhaps it is kinder if you don't know.
What do I say? What do I say in that type of scenario? Like, do I talk about anything realistic? Do I talk about anything comes to the game's Tales? Because I have stuff to say about what has happened here, and I might as well just share that by saying, also, I'm not being this. Might as well get this first. I'm pretty sure I already got this. I think I cheesed through this. Might be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't. Also, wait, so I have to find Tails, and I've already found him, but I haven't even talked about what I was going to say, so I might as well share it now. What? And he's close to the Chaos Emerald. Oh my goodness. This part I don't even remember. I don't remember the advancement here. And yeah, I haven't even talked all about Sage. I haven't even talked about how she is starting to understand more and more about how Sonic is and how he's doing. And you'll be shocked to be seeing, and if you haven't seen this game, then you'll be shocked about what ends up happening for what Sage ends up thinking. It gets super emotional, so that's why I got pretty emotional about that scene. Yeah, gotta keep going. Gotta do it. I think this is the final scene. Oh, I forgot this part. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What is your end goal?
It varies. Sometimes it's a spinning sign, sometimes it's a big old ring.
No, I mean, what do you want to accomplish?
Oh. Gather up the Chaos Emeralds and save my friends.
And you're sure that is wise?
Kind of the story of my life.
And the voice that commands you. What if it is leading you to disaster?
If they want to start trouble, I'll stop them too.
You certainly make it sound simple. But your arrogance will be your undoing.
Look, either stop being cryptic and tell me what's going on, or skedaddle.
There would be no point.
Nice find. Take it on over to Tails. I'm gonna keep moving.
That is an interesting thought. Oh, dang it.
I have found a possible scenario for your escape.
It's about time. Report.
Something he won't accept.
After reviewing your entire campaign history, I have found the most optimal course of action is to create an alliance with Sonic.
What?
But together you stopped the Ark, overcame Neo Metal. You...
I don't want to hear it. Those alliances were purely out of desperation.
But time is running out.
I don't want to hear it. Find me another option.
That's a harsh thing
Your
for
tenacity
Sage.
is legendary, but I do wish you'd reconsider.
Now, here's the thing I don't quite get. Oh, screw it. Might as well. I know about one of those two things, but that technically means I've not played the other Sonic games, so I don't know what the thing is. The thing I'm talking about is, what is Neo Metal? Is that like some sort of insane... Is that an insane version of Metal Sonic, or is that just a different thing? And no, and I'm pretty sure that that is not some sort of animation that happens. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's something. Just like me thinking about my book about how I'm about to have a battle for Cross versus Jet Neo, and that's going to be a really intense battle. One of the most intense ones. Okay, that was weird.
I've lost count of how many times you've saved me from the hazards here.
It is my function. I live to serve.
You've exceeded your function. I'm very impressed with you, Sage. No, I'm proud of you.
Hard to believe how quick those scenes went. I don't even know how long this video ended up being, so I'm gonna end it here, not knowing how long the video ended up being. I'm pretty sure that this is like a good enough stopping point anyways. So I've done a lot of story progression. Not not think much for the markers, but the next time I'm gonna record this is pretty dang soon. I think like probably tomorrow for me, or the next day after that for me. I have no idea. I've tried to, well, no, I'm gonna, like, for one thing, save and then press the home button. For one thing, I haven't played, because it's October for me, still. I haven't played Mario and Luigi Brothership on my part. For you guys, I will say that so far, the Mario and Luigi Brothership game is, when I have played it, really, like, I don't know if I enjoyed it a lot. I'll probably share that after Sonic Frontiers is done for the LP, because I planned on completing this LP before even playing through Mario and Luigi Brothership. Because then when I play through that game, it won't feel like I'm also playing through this game. And once I complete this game, not knowing how things will be, I don't even know about what this is yet. Because I'm still in, I forgot, Chaos Island, I think it's called. I have no idea. It's just, like, this is interesting seeing this now, because this is oh my word, and there's that channel thing as well, my word, many things. I was about to continue off from where I last was, because I thought that it was ended. Also, what the heck is this? Fortnite! They ended up making a Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, which is interesting, and I didn't think they were, like, they didn't show anything on the, they didn't show anything yet for when the next Nintendo Direct may be. And now they show that there's another remake of Xenoblade Chronicles, which is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. And telling you this, I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles, but I've always been curious about the X version. So many to think about, and also I looked at all of these because and I might as well just speak in the context of what they had made in my recent times, meaning on November 1st is when they did it. They made 5 new games for the Nintendo 64. That's maturity rating. That's 2 of them, but I won't go in there. This one shocked me because I thought it was going to be Donkey Kong 64 at long last, but instead it was Banjo-Tooie. And then this, which is F-Zero. It was interesting to me. I'm sorry that I always talk about games, but things that shock me is what I feel like talking about a lot. I know I've apologized a lot for talking about certain things, but I've already explained it previously, like on the previous clip. That is hard, that I barely have anything realistic to talk about. Because I don't do much realistically. The only things that I do realistically in my terms is helping family, writing, reading at times. I haven't read in a while though. And that's it. I don't, like, darn it, and there was one thing I was gonna do. I forgot to do it. I'm gonna do it after I'm done with this video. It's just something on my own thing. It's not publicly published, but it is published nonetheless. So I've done this already, and we have already seen apparently the third Chaos. Oh right, because it was like a very quick scene fix on Eggman, and what I'm about to do now is go to Tails, possibly even battling some bosses that I've already seen. Go talk to you because of a special thing. My word, the previous elder! Over 2 wheels of stamina. use everything to raise speed. It was only by 3 levels. I thought it was going to only be by 1, but I was dead wrong. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to go to Tails, along with seeing if there's any memory tokens, which it looks like there will be, but I don't know how to get up there. Arrgh! I don't even know how I didn't get that memory yet. But there we go on me getting it. Because I'm trying to look for these memory tokens. And you've already seen a lot of this, so that's another reason why I do some cuts when I've gone through pointless stuff. Squid! That's easy. It's easy to avoid. No! Leave me alone! The squid is formidable! It's sort of annoying! Wait. What is that? That's interesting. I wonder why it has that small circle, which looks like a degree symbol. It's very unique. Because usually that would indicate it being like another wheel of stamina, but that's interesting that it shows a tiny circle as well. We're about to lower the bridge. This is the bridge that I was talking about before, where for a while I went on top of the bridge, tried to get to the other side, but there was an invisible wall. The reason why I had no idea about until I saw. I don't want that, so I'm gonna skip it. The reason why I had no idea, and look, there's another fortress up there as well, so that's definitely indicating that you're supposed to go up there. But I'm supposed to go up there. I was supposed to wait until this scene happens, and I was so confused on that until then. Poor Sonic.
Sonic, am I a burden to you?
Wow, and how did you come to this well-thought-out concern?
Whenever there's a crisis, I'm either running away or standing on the sidelines. You're always rescuing me when all I do is follow you around.
Hey, who was it who stopped Eggman from blowing up Station Square, huh? And who broke me out of prison, or saved me from the Deadly Six's trap?
Then I'm wildly inconsistent.
Dude, relax. You've got brains like Eggman, speed like me, and can fly with your butt.
Just fly with their butt part.
It's okay if you still need help sometimes. That's just part of growing up.
When did you get to be so insightful?
I have my moments.
He even admits that. Main character energy right there.
They say the bridge is out.
I'm sure we can fix that. I'll have a look around.
I'll reflect on what he says there, because that actually interested me on one of those, like about Deadly Six and the Station Square part. All of that happened, like the Deadly Six was Sonic Lost World, and then the other part was on Sonic Forces, the game that I rented and already completed within 2 days that I was talking about. That was Sonic Frontiers. Oops, Sonic Forces. Bridge the gap. Cross the river. I actually failed this quest, I remembered. Cross the river. Don't know why it's a river, because it doesn't look like a river to me. And operate the drawbridge controls to connect the bridge. This one's really hard. Remember that spider boss? That was just a preview of what you're about to do here. Reach the other bank within the time limit. You have to first look for Sonic. You have to also follow the rings, because those lead the right way. The enemies also lead you the right way. Oh my word, why'd I target those? Look at the time. Now you understand why I say it's so hard. Please tell me that was right. Why did I target that one? I'm gonna fail. Yeah, I failed. I failed. I was so close though. Look how close I was. Gosh darn it. See? Now I can reflect more on what he said about when Tails said that he was a burden. Now I've been on that optional story as well that apparently we're supposed to see way before this scene, where he said, "Am I a burden to you?" He says it twice, and Sonic says no, and then in the actual story he explains way better on why he's not a burden, and he's a really good character in the second game. He's a scientific genius. He's not really a bad influence anyways. Even in sorry to talk about games so much, but I'm always like talking about lore and stuff as well, so it's always a good thing. It's like he's a very good help because he's a scientific genius. He also makes the plane, Sonic made the plane, but then Tails did adjustments that made it even better. Even named it too. Yeah. The theme is nice, and if I'm remembering correctly, this has another Chaos Emerald in it for you when you complete it. Either that or it's another one of those "you completed it, but you didn't get the Chaos Emerald yet" moments. Follow the rings. This one. This took me a while, I remembered. I also remembered I took some risks. No, that was wrong. It was the middle. It was the middle! I wasn't targeting the top right one. Oh, see, that was when I go quicker. Ow! Very close. Very close. That was very close. Like, just like the last mission. Except for that time I had even less time. And no, that's not the final puzzle. The final puzzle is even worse than this. Remember I say that. Say that. Yeah, say that. Remember that I say that because this puzzle is pretty much easier than that ridiculous peace puzzle. And yeah, I'm right. This is the final Chaos Emerald you get by the Coco. Then the Coco is in peace.
They say this was the last of the defensive measures.
Way to go. Your hero will be thrilled with all your hard work.
There's that symbol again.
And I'm proud of you. Don't forget that.
I won't.
What a good friend to have. You would never understand those creepypastas of Tails. Or maybe I'm the only one that never understands it. Because I don't like those creepypastas of Tails saying that he's a terrible influence in the friendship that he has with Sonic. Because that's not true. He's done a lot more than one would think. He's had a lot of friends that he's needed. Making sure on this, was there anything at the tip of this cannon? Coco's only. Instead of it being a musical thing, it's that instead. Gotta check on something. Nope. Ah! I had to check. Hold down in the air or doing a combo. Yeah, we already know about Sonic Boom. That's easy. Even though the thing that's easier to do is something I can't do until I'm battling an enemy. See this power. I don't care about that. Imagine this is gonna lead to 3-7. And I'm looking for that. I'm looking for the marker. The fortress is seen, but yet you weren't able to battle against it. Why does that sound like something? Is this where the yellow... There's no way this is where the yellow Chaos Emerald is. No, we've already gotten that, so what am I hearing then? Memory token! Oh, and there's a Hermit Coco. Ah, screw that. So it's a good sleep. I didn't even have to talk to you. Whatever. Now my attack is level 55, my defense is level 64. And I'm going to swap all of... What happens if I say this? Swap all of ring capacity to speed. Oh, that's what happens. Shouldn't have done that. So as I do the marker, wherever it is, I just saw it. Oh, it's at night. Gosh darn it, I'm not able to do it then.
Of all the ancient temples I've been in, this one might be the coolest.
Eh, the friggin' compliment I never saw because the cues for it is ridiculous. Yay, the fortress! The fortress was guarding the portal. And yeah, 3-7 is free. Ow! Time to deal with this fortress. Then I'm going to do 3-7 next time. Ow! I was looking somewhere else, you stupid... Where is it? Right there. My word, my speed is insanely fast now. Crap, I don't know where that was. Up? Where the heck is the last one? There it is. Unless this is not the last one. Yeah, that is. Yay! I was able to complete this one! 2 more markers to go. I've already seen this. See how simple this cocoa is to get. So far, we haven't been able to figure out where that cocoa is. It's all the way over there. I know I said I was going to end it soon. But first I'm going to see what challenges this cocoa has. Seems like it's all about timing on the ring. That was easy. That was so easy. So much easier than the others. Yeah, the dumb thing is now I'm gonna actually try to do that other cocoa. Because there was another special cocoa that I couldn't get because it had to do with speed that I wasn't able to have. And now I'm able to do it. But first, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead battle this fortress again. Then I'm going to end it, and in the next video I'm going to do the final portal mission. Then I'm going to do some other special cocos and get the rest of the markers completed before I go and see Tails again. This is where I know it will be. Really, I was too far behind. This time. Good as that. Gone.